Keep watching Yavaz. This is the #1 backbone of our community.
Yes, today we are welcoming the new chief of Peel region. He's just appointed on October 1st, and I'm very lucky to invite him, welcome him, together with my friends. We have Deputy Chief, former Deputy Chief Kim Derry, we have some Member of Parliament, and we are here and we are celebrating his appointment. And I'm sure he will do a wonderful job. He's an experienced police officer, and I am sure we will have a safe and sound Peel region.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Gagan Sakand. I'm the Member of Parliament for Mississauga-Streetsville. It's a pleasure to be hosted once again by Haroon Khan here. Very supportive of the community, and we're really looking forward to meeting our new Chief of Police, Nish. You know, my constituency office is actually right opposite the headquarters, so I feel very safe, which is nice. But on a serious note, I've made it very clear that gun crime and eliminating the flow of illegal guns is going to be my #1 priority, because we've seen here in Mississauga-Streetsville the impact of violence and actually gun crime as well. And I can tell you, having grown up in Streetsville, I used to play road hockey till the lights went on, and I never felt that I was never safe. So I really do look forward to meeting the Chief of Police and working really closely with him so that we can create a safer community for everyone. Thanks again, Haroon, for having us.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's so nice to see you. You're too busy today.
Hello.
Yeah, you're not. It's 5. Yeah, well, that's supposed to be the average price. I went online because I
It's just my way of thinking, because every chief who has been selected, Mr. Bill Ray, both me and your Jennifer, all here, of this whole region. of Peel.
Yes.
In your program.
Yes, thank you. Well, I'm proud to be that man that has that responsibility to look after our. Thank you so much.
Just take you an
I know that's right. Thank you so much.
We've been waiting for him.
Thank you. Sorry.
You're in for the charm now. Janet?
Thank you so much. Okay, no worries. I know you probably have something. Thank you. Okay, thanks.
We just want to be sure everyone's here for you. There you go.
Thank you. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much. Oh, that's really, that's the first time. Thank you so much for the fun. Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Hi guys, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. It's very kind. Hello, Senator. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. And
Sean.
Another one last night.
Fantastic. It's Rosen, pleasure to meet you, Rosen. Thank you so much. Amazing. Thank you for coming. Thank you. That's right. How are you, Rosa? Thank you.
Member of Parliament.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Welcome. Thank you so much. Nice to see you in person. Look forward to connecting again. Yes, absolutely. It's amazing. Yes. Thank you.
I'm sure you know him.
I've seen all the photos with you. That's
He's
right.
an amazing person, and I'm proud he's
It's in the
representing-
genes. Yeah.
I'm proud that he's representing.
Yes. Thank you.
Let's do a quick one here.
Thank you.
Okay, Chief. Member. Okay, folks, we're gonna go to me first, and then we'll move around. 1, 2, big smiles. I've got mine. I'll duck out of the way here.
We're meeting this week. We're meeting this week. Yeah,
sure.
again on Friday. It's in our calendar.
And with Haroon.
Okay, no problem.
1, 2. Everyone looks fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Good hand from you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nina. Thank you so much. You're home.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for your hospitality and
Anytime. Thank you so much.
coordinating all these people to stay out in the cold and wait for me. I don't know if that's. Hi, beautiful. How are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you inside the house and getting warm. Okay, thank you.
Were you ever here?
Sure, Julie. Hi, Julie. Nish. Nice to see you. Likewise. We look forward to. We connected before, and we're going to find another opportunity coming up for sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ron Starr. I'm the city councillor and also Peel Regional Police. And I'm looking forward to your budget when you come there. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's
I'm one
right.
of those guys that
Let's chat a little bit before we go in. That's right.
Now you are meeting him, so the budget has to go up because we need
That's
more
right.
money for to save people.
Now we got a personal connection. That's right.
I'm on the first name basis with a lot of
Okay.
guys who really support you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming. Thank you. Especially that way. How are you guys? Thank you. Thank you so much.
My wife, Jo.
Oh, Joe, nice to meet you. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to this. We're not Christian for How are you? Great to see you. You too. Thank you. Yeah.
I know. That's only the problem.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. And thank you for making sure that there's a good presence there. We'll.
Oh, not at all.
If you ever decide after your retirement to go in politics,
Yes.
this is the one.
We haven't finished talking yet.
No interest.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much. It's you have a wonderful family. And you to know. Met your brother too. Well, thank you very much. Challenge.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, we're good. We'll be
Very
great.
proud of that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. How are you?
this is our new chief, a handsome, dashing man. They are the people who make our streets safe. Chief, keep up the good work.
Thank you very
God
much,
bless
sir.
you.
Thank you
All right,
very
we
much.
wish you all the best.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Oh my goodness, nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you for keeping him supported, and let me see you all. Hello, thank you. Hi, Nishan. Sage, nice to meet you.
Sri Lankan as well.
Oh, yes! It's my brother. Yes, sir. That's right. Good.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, good. Because it's in the, I think it's in the count. Thank you very much for doing. I know you have a big week coming up, right? A lot of ceremonies, and but it's a good week to showcase how sharp you all look, but the history, right, of our Canadian Armed Forces. And so, thank you for your time and being here today for me, which is really humbling. So, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. 4, 2, 3. Thank you, everybody coming.
Ease. Stand easy.
How are you? Nice to meet you, Nishan. Nice to meet you. That's
Thank you. I know your cousin,
Oh my goodness. Yes. Really? Yeah, I will. Oh my goodness, I will. Yeah. How long have you known them? Oh yes. Oh, the house parties. Yeah. I saw her today actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Her mom's not well in the hospital. Yeah. So that's when I saw her a couple hours ago. But I will let her know.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Jealous.
Of course we can.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. It's amazing.
Okay, I can get you guys just look at me here real quick. 1, 2, 3. One more. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. If we are in this picture.
Oh yeah.
Not short.
As we welcome our new police chief, Chief Nishan Durayappa, if you could please come up, sir, as well. My name is Jake Deere, and what I want to do is, first of all, I want to thank you all for being here on behalf of our hosts, Kulsum and Harun Khan. Make some noise for them. You know, whether it's Eid or whether it's doing very special occasions or inviting the lieutenant governor or whatever it is, whenever there's an event, Harun always opens his heart and his home, Chief, for all of us. And in fact, you might not know this, but Harun Khan, under his mom's banner, the Zafar Sultan Memorial Trust Fund, he was the first one in the South Asian community to host and celebrate Canada Day celebrations where we started off with in a small school, and I think we had 500 people, and then 700. He had to get a bigger school, and it was 1,000 and 1,100. But he was the first guy. I don't know how many. I had hair back then. That's how long ago it was. But Haroon and Kulsum and their entire family are absolutely wonderful, sincere people, and it is a blessing that they're doing that. It's a great blessing to have you here today as well. I want to open up. We have some very, very special guests here, and I know many of you would like to take pictures. None of them with me, but with the chief. And I know we have special guests that would like to say bring greetings as well. But what I want to do right now is we are in this great city of Mississauga. We have an incredible mayor who continues to do great work. And I know she has a very busy schedule. I saw her this morning at the Hindu Heritage opening, and then you had
I had one before that.
before that, and you had to go to a mosque opening as well. I think a groundbreaking. And now here we're so diverse in this beautiful region. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the wonderful mayor of the great city of Mississauga, Mayor Bonnie Crombie.
Thank you, Jake. Let's see what we can do here. Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, sat sri akal, wanakam. Welcome. This is a beautiful, diverse, dynamic city, and we are so proud. I'm wearing two hats today. I am the mayor of the great city of Mississauga. I'm also a member of the police board. Len Howell from our police board is here with me as well. We're both representing the police board, and we had the distinct honor of making the selection for the chief. It was a tough process, but I think we hired the right guy. We looked high and low. We interviewed and looked at candidates from right across North America, and where did we go? Right into our next backyard, to Halton, and found Chief Nish, as he likes to be called. Now, I think he's got the right approach. For many, many years, I've been saying, instead of coming to me each and every year asking for budget increases, asking for more police officers, let's modernize policing through innovation and technology, and that's the language Chief Nish speaks. He's going to make us a modern police force through innovation, technology. They've got great techniques they employed at Halton because of him, and that's what we're going to be doing as well. So we have a number of challenges. Our goal is to keep our community safe. We are the safest city in Canada and have been for the past 17 years or so, and we are going to continue. Notwithstanding, we have had a few incidents of increased violent crime. Chief Nish is on it, and yes, we have challenges. We have challenges in Mississauga, but so do other communities right across the GTA. We see gangs permeating and operating actively right across our city and beyond. And there's going to be some announcements coming. I can't say anything soon because I know they're investigating, and we'll get to the bottom of it. But his goal and my goal to modernize policing and continuing to ensure that our city is the safest in Canada. We're going to keep our residents safe and secure, and you can count on it. So thank you very much. I wanted to come to say congratulations and best wishes. I look forward to working very closely with our chief. In fact, we're meeting 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We have a business meeting. We're going to go over his agenda and mine and how we're going to work together in the future. So I wanted to come out on behalf of all of us, residents of Mississauga and beyond, and Appeal, just to warmly welcome you to the city once again and say congratulations. He was the best candidate, and we look forward to working with him. Let's hear it for Chief Nish.
Thanks very much, Madam Mayor. And I do know you have to leave. Next, I'd like to invite a lady who had the job of mayor before the mayor. And she also has done an incredible job. I mean, she is an icon throughout Canada and the world, and that is our former mayor, Hazel McCallion. She didn't need your help, but thanks anyways.
Thank you very much, Jake, and Mr. Chief. It's just great to be here to join the mayor and all the people, especially the friends of Masood Khan. He is just maroon. He is so popular. He opens his home, as Jake says, to so many events. He is what I call a #1 Canadian of immigrants, because he is so generous with his time and so concerned about Canada. He came to me a few months ago and said, I'm really concerned about something. You got to help me. It was all about, he was concerned about something happening in Canada. Mr. Chief, you're going to have a big job. Mississauga, as the mayor says, has been the most crime-free city in Canada, but it's creeping in. No, we don't know where it's coming from, but it certainly is coming, and I am very concerned about the future of the situation in Mississauga. So, as the mayor says, we're counting on you. We have a very diverse city, and often it isn't the citizens of the city that causes the problems. Often they're from outside the city of Mississauga. And so we have to be on the guard. But I can assure you that we have a very good police force that you have become the chief. I think they've served us so well over the years, and we're going to be celebrating next week the 40th anniversary of the derailment that occurred in Mississauga, and the police and the fire were the best. Well, they were recognized as just outstanding performance during that derailment. So we have an excellent fire department, and so you have joined a very good police department. But as the mayor says, there's got to be some changes as we move forward. And so welcome.
Thank you.
The people are behind our police force. I want you to know.
Yes.
That's right.
Our senator, I'd like to invite our senator as well. The senator, before he became a senator, was quite involved in our community, still remains quite involved, whether it was through the Mississauga Chinese Business Association or any of the work that he did internationally in bringing trade between Canada, China, and other countries. He has been quite involved, and that is our wonderful Senator Victor Rowe.
Thank you very much, Harum, for inviting me. And as both mayors said earlier, all the good things about Mississauga. I don't have to go into that. But I know that I have been working strongly on diversity. As the mayor said, 54% of our population over here are diversity, are immigrants. So I'm looking forward as a senator for Ontario and Chinese descent Canadian. I'm looking forward to work with you.
Yes.
On we are about the same.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to work with you on the next generation.
Yes.
As Mayor mentioned earlier about crime creeping in, and that is important. I think we need a safer community in our area where we live for our family and businesses, especially for business investment. First thing they come, they check was how safe the city before we move the family in.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I'm looking forward to work with you, and on behalf of the government and the Senate, I would say, I'm sure you're going to take us into a different plateau, different safer zone, and I'm looking forward to work with you and to have some of our meeting and put in some of my idea, and hope we can move this city even to a better area.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Welcome
you.
to Peel Region. And I have a certificate that I brought to welcome you.
Thank you.
To Peel Region.
Can you read it, Senator?
It's long. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, boss.
You want to know what is changed?
I have never said no to Haroon Khan.
Oh my God.
I want to live in the city of Mississauga.
Very good.
It is my great pleasure to congratulate Chief Nishan Durayappa in your new role as Chief of Peel Regional Police. I would like to thank you for your service and continuing efforts to keep our community safer. This appointment is a testament to your hard work and exceptional service. Please accept my best wishes for your continued success, Senator Victor Rowe, November 3rd, 2019.
Thank you so much.
Next, we have our Member of Parliament for Mississauga Streetsville, and that is Gagan Sekund, who's so nicely dressed today.
Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamu alaikum, sat sri akal, namaskar, dzień dobry, ni hao, wanakam, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And welcome. You know, I've made it pretty clear that my #1 priority is handling the gun crime, which is what you're going to do. But I really want to say thank you, though, first, because in my role as Member of Parliament, I had the opportunity of going on a ride-along. And I don't think most people really appreciate or understand what our officers do on a daily basis. And I'm sure even the ride-along, I only had a fraction of the world that you're into. So for that, I actually want to say thank you for all your service, and I really do look forward to working with you. You know, I grew up here in Mississauga, Streetsville. My dad immigrated, like many people. Actually, happy birthday, Pops. More of his life in Canada now. And, you know, I used to play road hockey not too far from our previous mayor here till the lights went on. And I'd bike home and I never felt that I wasn't safe. It absolutely breaks my heart to know that one of my young volunteers is afraid to play outside because there was a shooting on his street. Tells me, Guggen, I don't want to go outside because I'm going to get shot. We know it's a safe city, we know it's a safe country, but I'm really concerned about making sure the perception is there for young people.
Yes.
So I really look forward to working with you.
Of course, me
and
too.
Yeah, #1 priority for me, at least federally, is gun crime.
Thank you.
And I know we're going to work
Yeah,
well together
absolutely.
and keep our community safe.
I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, thank you. That's right.
At the provincial level, we have Nina Tangri here. She's also the Member of Provincial Parliament for Mississauga Streetsville as well. I'd like to invite her to come up and bring greetings.
Yes, no problem.
Try to do that as elegantly as we can. Well, welcome, Chief Nish. It's wonderful to see you here again, right in our riding of Mississauga Streetsville. Distinguished guests, mayors, former mayors, and MPs and councillors. Just before I begin, I just wanted to give a big shout out to the band. You are so wonderful out there in the cold. Thank you very much for entertaining us as we were singing. But just on behalf of Premier Doug Ford and our entire government, I just wanted to welcome you to the great area of Peel. It is really a wonderful place to be. I know it was a big challenge to try and find the right person, but I'm very, very sure that they have. And we are certainly looking forward to working with you. And as you know, we've given an announcement, the federal government, provincial government together, and we're waiting to hear from you on where we feel that the guns and gangs funding should go to. It is becoming quite an issue in this area. We know that it doesn't begin at home. There's a lot of it coming across the borders. We're really worried about the guns coming across from the United States. And I know our CBSA really needs some support there. So we are working together, and we want to make sure that to continue to make Mississauga the best place to live, work, and raise a family. I know it is. It's where we chose to be our home, and we love being here, and we're sure you're going to join us and love being here as well. But I did want to thank you, Jake, for always being a great MC. And a big thank you to Haroon and Kulsum Khan and their entire family for always entertaining us and bringing us together. We really need people like yourself to help bring different communities together, and especially on occasions like this where we're welcoming such a wonderful person.
Thank you
Welcome,
so much.
Chief
Thank you
Nish.
so much, Nina. Thank you.
These young people that Nina spoke about, they've been waiting here. They want to take a picture with you.
Yes, of course.
Starting with Len Howell, who's also from the Peel Police Services Board. Len?
I'd like to thank Haroon Khan. You're a gentleman to host this event, and we're very gracious that you've had all these dignitaries here. And I'm very proud as a member of the Police Service Board to have selected our new chief, and I welcome aboard. We're so pleased with the cooperation and your sense of so honest and straightforward a gentleman to deal with, and I'm proud to work with you.
Thank you, Mr.
You're a great man. And we're very pleased. We had to go a little distance, but not too far to find you.
That's right.
We did look across Canada, though, so we're very pleased to have you. I think it's going to work out very well. We've had great cooperation so far, and I think that we've got a great man for the job. And he's got new ideas, as we said earlier, and a new technology, and it's going to be a great new time for Peel. And I think the crime that we're facing now, we're going to work very well to get that one of the best regions and the best cities in Canada. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Len Howell. I'd like to now invite Upala Chandrasekhara. She is with the Toronto Police Services Board.
Firstly, I really want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Khan for having us here, and I'm very sorry. I think my toddler is destroying your living room. I'm not good at ad-libbing like all the politicians, so I prepared something. First, on behalf of the Toronto Police Services Board, it's my pleasure to celebrate the recent appointment of Chief Durifaya to this position of Chief in PO. The fact that this room is full with so many people, police, government, community leaders, this is a testament to the genuine feelings of joy, pride, and hope that this appointment has brought to all of us. So along with my colleagues on the Toronto Police Services Board, I wanted to say congratulations and thank you, and we look forward to collaborating with you and working towards making a safer community for all of us.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Take your notes.
Thank you.
Please welcome Deputy Mayor Michael Thompson.
Chief, it is an honor for me to be here from the City of Toronto. Your outlook with respect to policing, your knowledge with respect to policing, is going to basically be a great opportunity for the Peel region. Your knowledge, your understanding, your background is going to be such an asset. And I think that the Police Service Board here has done an amazing job with respect to selecting the best candidate, the best person at this time for the future of this city, this region. We know that crime knows no boundaries or borders. So as I'm from City of Toronto, we're all experiencing a variety of different elements, gun crimes being the #1 issue in the region. We know that it sprinkles out all over. And so we have to collaborate and work together. I spent 4 years on the Toronto Police Service Board as Vice Chair. So we know a little thing or two about policing and so on. We know the work that is needed. We know that leadership from the top matters extremely well to the organization and to the community that the police provides safety and protection for on a daily basis. We know that the job is really difficult. We know there's a lot of stress. But what is extremely important not only is the knowledge with respect to policing, but the knowledge about community. Chief Nish has that knowledge and understanding and so on. I can think of no better person, and you all are validating this, who should lead this region's police service. Because with your leadership, sir, there will be great opportunities of making our communities safer. But we talked a little bit about economic development as well. I mean, because I'm in charge of economic development for the City of Toronto. When people look at Mississauga and the region to invest, they want to make sure that they're doing it in a safe way. And as has been stated before, if the young people are afraid of their own streets, then we're not doing a good job. And I know that that will be your hallmark and your benchmark to utilize to ensure that they're not afraid of their own community. The work that you will do will be a tremendous asset to this community and the region. I look forward to working with you as we move forward. I want to say what an honor it is and a privilege to stand here with you as you embark on the next chapter of your policing career, being the head of this organization. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Deputy Mayor, thank you. Next, Chief, it's a great honor to have him here, and this home has actually seen a number of Consul Generals come here, and including our Consul General of Sri Lanka, the Consul General, the Honorable Kapila Jawira is here. I'd like to invite him up as well.
And please let me to read this short speech. As the Consul General of Sri Lanka in Toronto, it is a pleasure to be amongst you on this great occasion. I would like to congratulate Mr. Durifaya for your new appointment as the Chief of Peel Region Police. Being Sri Lanka origin, you brought pride to Sri Lanka, not only to Sri Lanka, to the South Asian region.
Please welcome Judge Albert Wong.
If you don't mind, I'll stay down here. Sure. Much has been said, all of them are well-meaning, and all of them are true. But I think if there's anything we can take away from this, to your men and women, of Peel Regional Police Services, both uniform and civilian. I think you can take back to them, they are supported.
Yes, thank you.
And I think
Well
that's so
said.
important. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
The former Deputy Chief for the Toronto Police Services, and that is Kim Derry. A very dear friend of ours.
I think Nish, first of all, congratulations. Outstanding. And you know you have the people in Mississauga supporting you. And you're not going to find a better group of people, the South Asian community, with Haroon to help you whenever you need it. All you need to do is ask. And likewise, Haroon will never be afraid to ask you.
Yeah.
And I think all of you, we're talking about violence in the city, violence across Canada. And there's no one answer. And there's no one answer that anybody can come other than one. And that is community. Community can fight violence. They can fight our public health issues. They can look after our mental health issues. They're all interconnected. And I think sometimes coming out on the street, being visible on the street, doing what's right, will always make our communities safer.
Next up is our wonderful host, and everybody has said such wonderful things. He is incredible. He really is. Again, from the day I met him, I don't know, 20 plus years ago, he loves his family. He loves his mom and dad. He started this foundation under his mom's name, and then we celebrated the first candidate. It was in the South Asian community through him. And then he launched a school in Pakistan where he believes in education, and he's educating young people, young boys and girls who are winning awards, which is exceptional. And then all the work that he does here in Mississauga and in our community, and by our community, I don't just mean the South Asian community, the community as a whole. This is a gentleman that is very sincere, and Kulsum, I don't know where Kulsum Bhabi is, but both of these folks, along with their families, are absolutely wonderful, and it's a great honor to have him host again. Ladies and gentlemen, Haroon Khan, my dear friend.
I'm so proud that we have our new chief with us today. But I told the chief that it is our tradition. We always invite chiefs. As Kim Derry knows, we invited Chief Boothby, we invited, in fact, we have done a fantastic with, who was that before Chief Bill Blair? Chief Fantino. Chief Fantino, we did about Julian Fantino, we did about over 500 guest dinner. So, but I'm so proud you kept my tradition and you are here. And I'm so thankful to all of you here, the ambassador, the consul general, the politicians, and I guess that's all I can say. I'm so proud to see all of you. When I came to Canada 50 years ago, I never thought that I'll get to a place where I can host the VVIPs, especially Kim Derry and Chief and the council and Hazel. Hazel, where is she?
She left.
She left? Okay, so.
She's resting.
But this is it, and thank you so much, and we are looking forward to work for you. The community is looking forward to work for you, and I'm sure with your knowledge, your experience, this city will come. It is a safe city, but it will come much more safer.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
One here. Thank you.
I just want to say something. I have a friend here. He came from Pakistan. He was flying day before yesterday, and I asked him to wait for 48 hours, and he decided to wait. So I think he's right there. Come on. Come.
He missed his flight, but that's okay.
He missed his flight.
Haroon's going to pay for the flight.
This is Mr. Jabbar.
Thank you for staying. We feel honored.
Thank you, Jabbar.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right, and our final, let's big hug. Watch your step, there we go. And our final speaker, I think, needs no introduction now, and that is our wonderful, Chief for Peel Regional Police, Chief Nishan Nish Duarapa.
Thank you. So I guess I'm actually quite overwhelmed by today, and with the greatest sense of humility, this is quite a remarkable moment. I first want to thank Haroon and his wife and family for hosting and opening this up. I just want to thank you for opening your home to us today. And you might not know this, but about 16 years ago, I got promoted to the rank of sergeant in the Halton region, and you invited our chief at the time to come here. And he said to me, Nish, you know, who is this man, Mr. Khan? And he said, you know, he's involved in the community, he knows every chief in this province, and how is this happening? I said, boss, I don't know, let me look at it. And then, and you might not remember, I came to your doorstep that time with the chief then, and I was just a sergeant, a patrol sergeant, and I was struck by the fact, the symbolic nature, because I saw the address of on Sir Monty's Way. I thought, what kind of banquet hall is that? And when I came here, there was enough people to fill a banquet hall, but it was your home. And
that was the day when we had 7 chiefs of GTA.
Yes, that's right, exactly.
He was there, but then we have 7 definitely.
7.
Yes.
So can I tell you something? The symbolic nature that struck me, that you did this in your home, as the heart of where we can bring community together, is the most remarkable thing that has always struck me as why this is such an important act. I know you do this out of tradition, and I happen to be your chief now, which is my honor, right? And you know, but you came here in 1976.
I came in 72.
72. So I came in 74 with my family.
You're
after
junior.
being born. Yes,
Junior than me.
I'm junior there. You have me beat. But you know, we come, and this country has provided us so many remarkable opportunities. You know, I could greet and Oyabavan, Vanakam, Sasrigal, Kihala. You know, we can do all the languages possible, but we're going to leave somebody out because this country is so vibrant and has created so much opportunities for us. I'm very thankful that it's created an opportunity for me to enter policing so that I can police the entire community. The entire community. And this is not a dare, but I just ask, I challenge you, you know, to do your research. I know you already have, and call somebody in my previous community and ask them what was number 1 for me. And number 1 for me has always been the personal relationship with our citizens, our community groups, faith, cultural, schools, youth, business community. The relationships begin on a solid foundation where we get to know each other. Can I tell you why? Because if we try to skip over mutual respect and try to do work, it's built on shaky ground. It's impossible to do that. And so I hope you all know that you have a chief that has a sincere commitment to the people. People first always. And that's my people, the 3,000 men and women. And I'm very thankful, I've heard it once or twice, that you know, you as a community support your police. This is clearly why you do that. And this is extremely important for my men and women. Civilian are sworn whenever they start their work and shift to know that there is a love for them and a support for them. Nonetheless, a very challenging environment. We know that there has been some high-profile incidents, but I came here and I was thankful for the board, Police Services Board, Mr. Howell and Mayor Crombie, who spoke to it, to have selected me. But I came here willing to take on those challenges and those responsibilities because I'm confident that there is a way forward and there are best-in-class traditions that I will protect, but there's a need for policing to change. We have to change, otherwise we cannot stay on top of this complex set of environmental issues that affect our people, our youth, our community, and this is what you're going to get from me, is, you know, years of forward thinking and new opportunities and a can-do mentality that we can do this together. And the community expects that. What they perceive as reality, it's my job to change the narrative as best as I can. But the one thing that has struck me is that the offer is always open here in this home, as I've met so many other people to do that with you. Yes. And we say that it is a safer community together. And that is what I am thankful to be given this opportunity to do. But with the greatest of humility today, I want to thank you for just taking this opportunity to recognize me. I really believe I entered this job to serve the public. It is not about me. I would love for today to pass and me to kind of blend into the scenery, because it is no longer about me. I appreciate your support and your welcoming, because now it's about the people we serve. Thank you, Mr. Khan.
I always say that we are proud to live in the best country on earth.
Here, here.
This is
Here,
what
here.
Canada is. And you will not find so many people living side by side. On my street, across from me, there is no duplicate countryman.
No.
Everybody on my street here and across are different. And I think this is Canada.
Yes. Amazing.
And thank you so much
Thank you,
again.
Mr. Khan.
And we will just introduce you
Yes.
with one of the future Premier of Ontario.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Very good. Yes, I would love to. First of all, Mr. Khan, it's your vision is extraordinary that you have chosen to open your home to welcome our new Chief of Police for Peel Region, because it's really symbolic of what's needed in the community, that when we're all together, that's when our community becomes stronger. And so thank you for your generosity. It's powerful, actually. It's a very powerful symbol. Chief, welcome.
Thank you.
Can I say that to you as a member of Provincial Parliament for Scarborough-Guildwood? And I admire the work that you do. I listened to your installation, and what I loved actually was the jokes you made about your family. I just thought that was really good, and it really showed your humanity and your humility, but also your leadership style, which is one in which you want to relate to your community. You want to relate to people. And there's nothing better to have in our society than a chief of police that we can relate to. Because people come to you when they are in their moment of greatest need to feel secure and to feel protected. And I know the men and the women who serve in Peel will serve under your leadership. So congratulations. I wish you every success in your term as chief.
Thank you so much.
I'm from E-Awaz Television. All the E-Awaz is honored and very happy to congratulate you. And it's my honor from E-Awaz that I'm talking to you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor actually to be welcomed by so much of our community and our ethnic media, because it's so important for us to celebrate the moments in policing, which is very rare for a new chief to come. And then, of course, you know, my background is I'm South Asian, of course, and an immigrant. And it's an example to our community of what this wonderful country can provide as opportunities.
Great. And you know, as you walked in, I loved your smile. You had a great smile. And you are so young. And by the way, I'm your fan.
Thank you. You're making me blush a bit. That's right.
True. Once I saw you, I said, wow, such a smart guy, such a young guy, and such smiling. Okay, what do you want to tell to the community? Any message, anything?
Yes, of course. So, you know, I'm very thankful for being welcomed in this community. That's the first thing, is for the community to meet and understand me. But then my next job also is to make sure we maintain our safety levels and everybody feels safe. There's lots of challenges here, but they need to know that I am committed to doing the best and new things that we've never tried before in order to make this community safe. So I hope they will enjoy the fact that we live and can play and work and travel through a beautiful, beautiful city and municipality. And it'll be my job and my honor to make sure that it stays that way.
Very important question. Yeah, very important question. What's the key of your success?
The key to success, as you've heard me mention before, is relationships. If we don't have the strength of relationships, either with my officers, my team, the community, the justice community, the public, then we can't find solutions together. You know, it's not one solution. There's lots and lots of different things that need to be applied at the same time.
Okay, after meeting you today, we want to meet you most casual all the time. So how can it be possible?
You can meet me all the time. I'm your chief, so anytime you want. I have a communications team, as you know, that are here. I'm accessible. That's one thing I want the public to know, is that I'm approachable and relatable, and it's important for me to do that with our media outlets as well, so anytime you want.
Love you and good luck to you, and be smiling like this all the time.
I will. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's a jolly good fellow.
He's a jolly good fellow. It's great to have him here as our chief.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Good. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it.
Jake, what flavor's okay?
Vanilla, I suspect. Let me check.
Yeah.
So now you got me curious.
He's a jolly good fellow. Chief, Nishan.
Let's have something.
Oh my God, it's